Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this 30-minute mellow morning flow with your host, Michael Denny. We'll begin in a sitting position, and if you have a yoga strap, you can just place that off to the side for now. We'll start off with some breathing. So sitting up tall, rest your hands on your lap, and take a moment to connect with your relaxed diaphragmatic breath. So try to feel that you're relaxing the abdomen, breathing into the belly. Making the breath long and slow. Now, in your next exhale, sit back, lifting the pubic bone, round your spine, and then start your inhale there. Maybe you can feel the breath in your low back, and then gradually sit upright, lifting the heart and the chin. Exhale, scoop the tail under, round your back. Inhale, slowly sitting up. A few more vinyasas at your own pace. And on your next exhale, round your back and then circle the spine, leaning over one knee and then the other. Continuing to breathe slow through the nose. Change directions. Good. Now we'll meet back in center. Kapalabhati breathing. So we keep the heart lifted. Straighten your arms, and we use the straightness of the arms to help lift the heart up. And so before we start, take a few resting breaths in this position. And then for the technique, just take a little breath in before you start, soft belly, and then active exhale, tensing the core, drawing the low belly in, passive inhale, softening the belly. Now keep on going, nice and steady. If you are quite comfortable, you're welcome to pick up the pace. And exhale fully. Hold your breath, tuck your chin, lock your throat, swallowing saliva. Try to gently suck in below the navel while softening the upper belly. Keep holding the breath as long as you're comfortable. And then tension the core to breathe in. Just gentle tension is good. Fill up all the way to the heart and then hold the breath full of air. The low belly sucks in even as we fill up through the belly and ribs. And exhale. Bring your hands about half a foot behind you. Hands could be aiming to the side or more forward towards your hips. Take the feet a little bit wider than hip width. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. Breathing slowly. Work with Ujjayi breath. Went for a run with my pug yesterday. Doesn't sound like much, but I swear he's pretty quick, so I'm feeling it today. I'm sore. Sore in the calves, the legs, hammies, everywhere. Great. And then come into an upright sitting position. Try to straighten your legs out to the sides without rounding your back. So you may need to bend your knees just a little bit or elevate the pelvis on a block, preferably not too high of a block. So draw your thigh bones back into your hip sockets. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, explore folding forwards. As you inhale, push off the fingertips, lifting the heart. Fold over your left leg, exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold center. Inhale, come up. And then other leg, right leg on the exhale. And then continue exploring like that. We'll meet back in the center. Take a breath in to lift your heart. Exhale, you can walk the hands forward or reach for the big toes or sides of the feet. Take another breath in, lifting your heart, and we'll pause for 5 breaths. So try to keep your spine straight. Even though I've folded forward, I'm not rounding my back. I'm actually hinging from the hip joint. So if you're a bit tight, you might be more upright. That's totally fine. If you find it difficult to hold your feet, holding your shins is great, or even taking a strap around each foot so then you can pull back a little bit. One more breath. And then go ahead and fold forward on your exhale. You can round your spine as much as you're comfortable. And breathe. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, take the soles of the feet together. Draw your heels in as close to the pelvis as you're comfortable. And butterfly the legs up and down, nice and slow. And then draw the knees towards the floor. Take a breath in to lift the heart. And with an exhale, reach your right arm forward and off to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, other side, left hand going off to the right and forwards. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. So different ways to do this. You can do it with the soles of the feet together like I'm showing. And this can bring more of a stretch into the side of the spine as well as the back of the spine. And the other option is reaching and actually squatting with the foot. So this would be limited depending on how flexible our knee joints are, but go ahead and explore it. And next time the right arm reaches off to the left, we'll pause there. If you are squatting, you might reach a little bit more forward and then bow the head down. Try going onto the tips of your fingers with that right hand and breathe. The right fingertips can walk as far away from you as possible, elevating the shoulder blade towards the ear, inviting a stretch underneath the armpit. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, other side. Reaching that left hand off to the right. Either feet together or squatting, in which you can go more forward. Inhale, lift your head. And then take your feet about hip width or wider. Come forward into a straight up squatting position. And then make some circles with the wrists, pressing the backs of the hands into each other. And then turn to the side of your mat. Place the hands down, lift the hips, and we'll step the feet wider, about 4 to 5 feet apart. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, fold forward, engaging the front of the legs. And again, inhale, press through your palms, lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold, bowing in. And one more vinyasa. Inhale, roll up halfway. Exhale, bow in, and we'll pause for 5 breaths. Engaging the front of the thighs. Shoulders can draw away from the ears in this posture. And press into your palms as much as you're comfortable. And next inhale, lift the head halfway. Exhale, turn the feet away from each other. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands to the insides of your knees. Bend the knees generously. And then take a breath in. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder, left shoulder pressing forwards, bowing down. Inhale to come up. And exhale, other side, pressing the right shoulder forwards and inwards. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. So try to work the shoulders in opposition to each other. Keep on going. One shoulder presses forward, the other shoulder blade can retract, squeezing into the midline. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pause there, and then straighten the arms and legs, rising up. And then we'll turn the left foot in, right foot out, Trikonasana triangle pose. You can step the back foot in a little bit closer. Inhale to open the arms up. Exhale, take the right hand down to your shin, ankle, or hook the big toe. Top arm up to the sky, and breathe. And the emphasis could be on the hamstrings. It could actually be on your left hip as well, especially as you allow for a little inward spin in that left leg. Maybe you feel a bit of side body stretch up the left side of the spine. And then moving from the core, inhale to come up, parallel feet, left foot out. Exhale, Trikonasana, other side, left hand sliding down, top arm up, quadriceps active. Breathe deep. And engaging the core, inhale, rise up, parallel feet again. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back or take a strap. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, open your chest. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, pull through the arms, and breathe. Feel free to bend the knees to get closer to the floor. You can also explore increasing the distance between the feet. Next, exhale, take the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift your heart halfway, lift the chin. Exhale, turn the feet away from each other for Skandasana. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bend into the right leg, left leg straightening. Inhale across center, and exhale, switch, left knee bending, right leg straight, and continue. So feel free to go fully into the squat of your right leg. You may have to bring the feet in a little bit closer. Inhale, come across. Exhale, squatting into the left leg. Keep flowing on your breath, nice and easy. This is meant to be an easy class, so there are harder variations, but I invite you to stick with the easy ones. Make it feel good and stretchy. Next time we bend the right leg, we'll pause there. And then turn your left chest open. You can either lift that left arm up to the sky or bring it more forwards by the ear to encourage side body length. Lifting the left shoulder blade to the ear if you're working the overhead range of motion there. And breathe. And then come back to center. Bend the other leg. Straighten the right leg. And breathe. Maybe you're reaching that right arm straight up to the sky, opening the chest. Maybe you're reaching it closer to the ear, lifting the shoulder blade to the ear. And breathe. And exhale, lower the hands, come back to center, parallel feet, and then turn your right foot all the way to the front. Lower your left knee down for a lunging position. Feel free to fold the edge of the mat over for extra padding under your knee, or you can grab a pillow or something soft. And with your feet about hip width, inhale to bend your front knee. Exhale, lean back, straightening the right leg. And we'll keep flowing on that movement. Inhale to bend the knee. And exhale, straighten the leg as much as you can comfortably. Inhale, bend the knee. Slowly roll up through your spine. Exhale, straighten the leg, and then fold over head to knee. Again, inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg, and pause at a sweet spot, bowing head to knee. If that's uncomfortable, keep the heart lifted instead. Your choice. And breathe. I like to cross the midline a bit, so I'm going to use the obliques on the left side to twist to the right, aiming the left ribs towards the right knee. And this can bring more of a stretch into the outside of the right hip, especially if we allow the right hip to slightly turn out. 3 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, look to your navel. You can stay here with the top of the left foot on the floor, knee down. Option 2 is quite challenging. It involves pressing the hands down into the floor or yoga blocks and attempting to lift the left knee for a few breaths. Keep engaging the buttocks to drag the left hip forward and draw the right hip back. Look to your navel. Drop the tail. Next variation, bring the left knee down again, and then lift your heart over your pelvis. Inhale, lift the left arm by the ear, bend the elbow. Exhale, push back on the arm bone, tense your core. And then continue pressing your left hip forward. You can also add a little side bend to the right. And breathe. Maybe you can feel the stretch flowing from the front of your left hip all the way up to the armpit, the lats, especially as you pull back on that arm. And then slowly straighten your front leg. Tuck the back toes under again like a toe squat. With an inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, twist to the right. And then take your left hand down, top arm up to the sky. And breathe. Start to turn that right chest open. Allow your right hip to turn out a little as well. Try to stay broad across your collarbones. Drawing that left shoulder head back, opening the chest. Exhale, look down, bend your right knee. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Feel free to lower your knees and hips. Inhale, upward dog, pull through. Exhale from the core, downward dog. Take a few breaths. Notice how different that right side is feeling. Inhale to lift your heels up, around your back. Exhale, left foot forward, just outside of the hand. Fold the right edge over to pad the right knee. And then we'll flow between the lunging position again, inhaling. And then exhale, lean back and try to straighten the front leg. Again, inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, leaning back. Keep on going with your own breath. And then straightening the leg, we'll fold over it and pause. So maybe you're keeping the heart up. Maybe you're bowing the head to knee and drawing the right ribs towards that left knee. One more breath. Inhale, bend your front knee. Exhale, point your right foot, pressing the top of that right foot into the floor, hands to the ground or yoga blocks. Look to your navel. You can stay here as option one. Dragging right hip forward, pressing the left hip back by dragging the left foot to the back of the mat. Okay, option two, pick up your right knee for a few breaths, really strong in the core. Keep looking at your belly button. Strong in the core, spreading the shoulder blades. It's kind of like a strong transition from up dog to down dog, moving from the core. Tuck the chin, 2 more breaths. And then bring the knee down, push into your front heel. We'll lift the heart over the pelvis. Inhale, right arm up, bend the elbow, and press back on it, keeping it close to the head. Option 2, exhale, side bending, leaning over towards the left. Ah, my son is here. We are blessed by Pagwan. Pagwan, where'd you go? I can't see you. Little Bubs. Little Bubba. A few more breaths. Pagwan. That's my son. I birthed him. You're then tucking your right toes under. Inhale to rise up, straighten your front leg, spread the arms. Exhale, twist to your left, and then press the right hand down strongly. Top arm up. You can hang out here or keep on twisting to your own comfortable degree. And breathe. Keep lengthening out through the crown, even if you're turning the head up. Aiming those right ribs towards left knee, just like the other twists. Strong in the right side of the core. And then exhale, lower your hands down. Very good. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, whatever. Knees and hips can come down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to plank. You can exhale, lay down for bow pose. So you could modify doing a cobra, pulling back with your hands and aiming your feet to your head. It's a great place to be. Option 2, use an exhale to catch the ankles. Different approaches to bow. So if you want to stretch into the hips more, try leaning your heart down and lifting your knees higher. If you want to open the chest, let your heart come up instead. And exhale down, hands under shoulders. Sit back onto your heels. Hero's pose. So you might place a yoga block in between your ankles, bring your knees together, all the toenails on the floor, and try to sit on the floor in between your ankles. If this is too much, support underneath your pelvis with the prop. You can also use your hands for support. We'll be here for about 5 breaths. If it's feeling pretty comfortable, you can bring your hands to the front of your knees instead, gently pushing down on the thigh bones. Heart lifts, chin tucks. And exhale, come forwards. Bring your feet out in front. And straighten your legs out. And with an inhale, press the palms up to the sky. Open your chest. Exhale, get a little bit taller. Again, inhale, release the interlace. Exhale, slide the hands over the top of the feet. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lift the shoulder blades and look up. Exhale, bend the arms towards the legs, folding, and breathe. And you can invite a stretch into your calves by flexing toes to shins and pulling back on the feet. Use your arms. You might feel a really nice stretch in the back of the spine as well. A few more deep breaths. Breathing into your back. Relaxing the chin to chest. And inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, take the right foot to the inner thigh, 90 degrees between the knees, or take half lotus if that's in your practice. And then reaching for the left foot, inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, fold head towards the left knee, and breathe. If you're binding, you can squeeze on your right wrist and bend your elbows to help stretch more into the armpits. And inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, straighten the right leg in front. And we'll fold the left leg back, bending the knees. You can take that left foot to the inner thigh, or half lotus if that's in your practice. Take the left arm, take both hands to the right foot. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, fold head towards that right knee, and breathe. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, release. We'll finish off with the inversion of your choice. So whether that's a shoulder stand or a headstand, or a modified headstand, which I'll be demonstrating, with the fingers interlaced. The elbows are about the width of the head, but then we actually keep the head off the floor. I'm going to press the base of the toes down and lift the buttocks just like a down dog. And pressing through the forearms, draw the hips back, knees wide, and breathe. So this is helping to lengthen the belly, open the chest and shoulders. But we're doing it in a strengthened position. The head could be lightly touching the floor, but we're trying to draw the hips back and bear the weight through the arms. And feel free to explore straightening one or both legs, just like walking the dog. And then very slowly come into child's pose. Sit back towards your heels, arms at sides, and rest the head towards the ground. And then come up to a comfortable sitting position again. So you could do simple crossed legs, one leg over the other. If half lotus is in your practice, you can take your right foot to half lotus. And then we'll take the right arm behind the back, reaching for the shirt, the hip, maybe the foot if you're in lotus. Left hand across to the right knee. And take an inhale to lift the heart. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Exhale, side bend towards your left. Keep turning the right chest open so the left side of the core is active. Right side can lengthen. And you can bring that right side body stretch from the hip through the side of the belly all the way down into the neck, allowing the left ear to drop down to the shoulder. Lift and lower the ear. Lift and lower the chin. One more breath. And then moving from the core, inhale to come up, switch sides, change the crossing of the legs, or take the left foot to lotus, your choice. Left arm behind the back, holding whatever you can reach. Exhale to twist, gazing over to the left, and then engage the right side of the core, leaning over the right leg. Lastly, add the stretch the neck, lowering your right ear to your shoulder. Lift and lower the chin. And then slowly come on up. Come into a comfortable upright sitting position, whatever that might look like. And we'll do a short chant of Om to close practice. Taking the hands together, long breath in. Om. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this mellow flow, and see you on the mat soon. Peace.